Legendary.
I risk it all just to reach these heights. I can never let them dim these lights. I grind sunrise through street lights. Ain't a speck of fear in these eyes. You couldn't take a step in these mics. Never slipping, cause every single day another star is born. Lord had mercy, then Rashad was born. Code name Yoda, all around scorer. Originator of the snapback crossover. Sports talk show 2319. Putting the unseen in that ultralight beam. Analytic like a mathematician. Mad prediction of players, draft positions. If you can't tune in, set the DVR. He set with Skip, Hurd, and Chris Broussard. The focus is hoops, known and unnotables too. Welcome to the hottest show without further ado.
Welcome to Sports Talk 2319. I am your host, Rashad Phillips, and today I have the Orlando Magic edition, OME. And you know, I got film for you. Let's go! I'm so excited to bring you guys, especially my Central Floridians, to talk about our Orlando Magic. It's early in the NBA season, but I want to get you guys all caught up to speed so we can talk about our home team. The season is underway, and I'm already excited about our Orlando Magic. Look, I'm going to make a prediction right here. I believe that our Orlando Magic can win the Southeast Division. I mean, if you look at the teams that are in our division, the Atlanta Hawks, they're young. They'll be in a lottery this upcoming draft. The Miami Heat just doesn't have a marquee player yet. The Charlotte Hornets, of course, they beat us already. They have Kemba Walker, but they still don't have enough pieces, I believe. And the Washington Wizards, they are just in turmoil right now. So this is a perfect opportunity for our Orlando Magic to win this division. Right now, we sit right in the middle of the standings, but I believe with our roster, we can win this division. But let's look at our players. Nikola Vujovic averaging a double-double. He's been probably our most efficient player, most consistent as well. But when you turn around and look at other guys on our team like Evan Fournier, who was in a slump early on in the season, but I think he's got himself back on track, especially after hitting that game winner against the Cleveland Cavaliers. I was there for that moment. It was a fantastic play. Just like Coach Clifford drew it up, Fournier knocks it down, the crowd goes crazy, and I think that's the shot that he needed to get himself back on track. He's averaging around 16 points a game. And what I like about Fournier is his ability to play make a little bit. If you look at some of the games previously, you can see Fournier going off the dribble a little bit, using that high ball screen to get in the lane and make plays for himself and his teammates. Let's turn around and look at obviously our best player, our most dynamic player, and that's Aaron Gordon. I love this kid's ability. Yes, the field goal percentages are not there yet, but if you look at it, he's transitioning into a new position. He's extended himself to a perimeter player, and I caught up with Aaron Gordon in the locker room to talk about how he has expanded his game. Hear what Aaron has to say.
So obviously there was a tough loss tonight, Aaron, but what I really want to talk about is your maturation as a player. Coming out of college, you wasn't considered a great perimeter player, but what I've seen with my own eyes is your improvement from the perimeter play, your ball handling, the way you extended your range from three-point. I really like what I see. Tell me a little bit about your off season and how you got to that point.
Yeah, just put in a lot of work, put a lot of work. Gotta continue to put that work in. Just shoot the ball a lot, make decisions, make reads, and get strong with it.
If you look at the landscape of the NBA in regards to offense, the point totals are all the way up. But somehow, our Orlando Magic haven't joined that party yet. Right now, we're 30th in scoring, which is last in the NBA. We're only getting about 101, 102 points per game. We're 27th in three-point percentage, and we're 27th in field goal percentage, so that must rise up. Obviously, for me, being a former point guard, that starts at the point guard position. But I want to talk about Jonathan Isaac before we get off into Mr. Augustin. Jonathan Isaac needs to give us a little bit more from that position. Here's a kid that we drafted in the lottery a couple years ago, 7 foot, has tons of ability and dynamics, but we're not getting the productivity that we need out of a player of his caliber. And also, he must remain healthy. The guy that I want to talk about that gives us firepower off the bench is Terrence Ross. He's averaging around 12 points a game right now. Against Sacramento, we came off the bench and he gave us a huge lift. And I spoke to Terrence about his way of finding his rhythm and staying in that. Let's go to the film.
So a little bit about tonight. I really love what I saw, off the bench, giving instant offense. Just tell me a little bit more about the rhythm. I saw you in your rhythm tonight. Tell me a little bit more about that.
Just try to get the team a spark. Just going out there trying to play, my game and trying to contribute on the defensive end and the offensive end, and it just came together.
There was a little stretch in the fourth quarter where you really got going and brought the team back with some big buckets, and then you came out for like 30 seconds and then you came back in. What happened there?
I just got a little winded.
Got a little winded, came right back. You're fantastic today. Defensively, you look well. What do you think you guys need to do as a team just to kind of close out these fourth quarters in a better manner? What do you think you guys got to do collectively?
We gotta watch. I gotta watch the film, but we gotta learn from this, use it, apply it for next time in a situation like this, and so we know what not to do and know how to better approach these situations.
Thank you.
Today's NBA is all about dynamic point guard play. The teams that sell the most tickets, that scores the most points, usually have something in common: a dynamic point guard. What we have at point guard is DJ Augustin. And what I want to talk about is, right now, if you look at the Southeast Division, all of the starting point guards in our division average double figures. Right now, DJ is averaging around 10 points a game, which is the lowest from the point guard position in our division. We have to get that up to around 14 points. DJ has had some fantastic years in his career of getting around that 14, 15 point mark. And I believe that he has the capabilities and the dynamics to obviously put 14, 15 points on the board while getting 5 or 6 assists. If you look at the games he's played, he's made some big shots in crucial moments, but they're too far in between. So we're gonna need DJ to score some more points and have some more excitement about how he does that. I spoke with DJ earlier in the season about obviously the team not being able to sustain these leads going into the fourth quarter. A couple weeks ago, I was at the Piston game and we were up 11 and we gave the lead away. And against Sacramento, we gave the lead away. So it's becoming a habit. And I talked to DJ Augustin about how do we sustain these leads going into the fourth quarters. And this is what DJ had to say.
Hey DJ, it was a tough loss today, but tell me a little bit more about the fourth quarter. I want to just skip ahead to the fourth quarter. What do you think that you guys got to do just to kind of close out these games?
Just stay calm, man. Make good plays, make smart plays. Don't try to do something that we can't do in those time periods, and play defense. That's the most important things. Communicate, talk, and that's the things we didn't do tonight in the fourth quarter.
You're a veteran now in this league, 10 plus years, and I think from the point guard position you've done a fantastic job. What are you gonna do going forward? Just kind of rallying these guys because you're the quarterback of this team. So
it's a long season. It's still early, so we just got to keep our heads up. Don't let this get us down. Keep working hard every day and try to get better every day, and we'll bounce back. Like I said, it's still really early. We got a long season to go, and just learn from these mistakes in these games, and don't let it happen again.
On a positive note, there's so much to be excited about our Orlando Magic. We're 5th in the NBA in protecting the ball. We're 10th in block shots. We're top 10 in the team assists. This team does a great job of sharing the ball and looking out for each other. And we're 13th in steals, so we do get out and run a little bit in transition. But the name that I haven't talked about that everybody's waiting to hear is our rookie, Mo Bamba. This kid is tremendous. I believe that Mo Bamba needs to play more minutes. Against the Washington Wizards the other day. 17 minutes, 17 minutes, 7 for 8 from the field, 15 points, 5 rebounds, and just altered tons of shots. This is the type of player that has the dynamics that can change the landscape of our team from an offensive standpoint and from a defensive standpoint. When you look at Mo Bamba on the defensive side, he alters shots. He makes it difficult for teams to be able to infiltrate the paint. He roams around. He's fantastic on the perimeter. He can switch out. He just does so many things from a defensive standpoint, which leads into easy opportunities on the offensive side. Now, when you look at Mo Bamba offensively, he's fantastic at facing up the basket. He's done a tremendous job of picking and popping, hitting threes. He's following up misses. He's tip dunking. This guy is the total package. And I told people before that Mo Bamba has Anthony Davis type of skill set. The more we play him, the more we develop that, the more we'll get to see how good Mo Bamba really is. We need starter minutes for our rookie, Mo Bamba. Here are my 3 major keys for our Orlando Magic to win the Southeast Division. At number 1, we must find more scoring from our point guard, DJ Augustin. At number 2, play Mo Bamba starter minutes, 28 to 32 minutes per game. That will increase the team field goal percentage, defensive efficiency, and you speed up his development. Number 3, the hunt for a point guard that can open up on a trade market. Maybe a Terry Rozier who's not happy with the Celtics, Lonzo Ball if the Lakers would take our phone call, or via draft in June. These are the keys for our Orlando Magic to win the Southeast Division. I am your host, Rashad Phillips. Thank you for joining me at Sports Talk 2319.
I risk it all just to reach these heights. I can never let them dim these lights. I grind sunrise through street lights. Ain't a speck of fear in these eyes. You couldn't take a step in these mics. Never slipping, cause every single day another star is born. Lord had mercy, then Rashad was born. Code name Yoda, all around scorer. Originator of the snapback crossover. Sports Talk Show 2319. Putting the unseen in that ultralight beam. Analytic like a mathematician. Mad prediction of players' draft positions. If you can't tune in, set the DVR. He set with Skip, Hurd, and Chris Broussard. The focus is hoops, known and unnotables too. Welcome to the hottest show without further ado. Rashad. They said the odds, I defied it though. I'm undeniable. I put in work. Can't let the weakness define me though. Soon as I find it though, I put in work. I level up cause I'm grinding though. This can't be guarded cause I put in work. Whose stock is falling and rising though. If you just gotta know, come get this work.